What's up, everybody? I'm the Mana Dork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard budget 8 rare deck for you. Aether Drift gave us Thopter Fabricator, 2 in a blue for a vehicle. When we crew it for 2, it becomes a 4/4 flyer, but that's not the important part. Whenever we draw our second card each turn, this creates a 1/1 colorless Thopter, artifact creature token with flying. We already had a couple other payoffs for drawing multiple cards in a turn that came out in Foundations. Specifically, Mischievous Mystic, 2/1 flyer that whenever we draw our second card each turn, we get a 1/1 fairy token with flying. And Homunculus Horde, 3 in a blue for a 2/2 Homunculus that whenever we draw our second card, we create a copy of the Horde. So I said to myself, let's take these guys, let's throw them in with a bunch of things that help us draw extra cards to make sure they trigger. And then once we get all those tokens, we've got Sita Varma from the new set. Green-blue for a 2/3. It's got an exhaust ability of X, green, green, blue. We put X 1/1 counters on Sita. Then we may have the base power and toughness of each other creature we control become equal to Sita's power until end of turn. So with all these little tokens, we throw some mana into Sita, and all of a sudden all these flying 1/1s are flying 4/4, 5/5, what have you. And we'll just come across that way and win. You know, you want to do that sometimes in a game of Magic, is win. So we need to draw extra cards. We got 4 copies of Opt, 4 copies of Spectral Sailor, 2 Into the Roil, 4 Think Twice, 2 Quick Study. All those are going to draw extra cards for us. Lastly, we've got 3 Plumecreed Escort to help protect our guys, 3 Pawpatch Formation, which is either going to get a flying blocker out of the way, destroy a enchantment, specifically, the natural predator of this deck is Authority of the Consuls, or if neither of those apply, it's another way to draw a card. Fueling it all, we've got 13 islands, 3 Surgical Bay, giving us another way to draw extra cards, 10 forests. That seems like a lot of forests for only having 6 pips worth of green in the entire deck. But Sita's got a double green in her activation. And there are times where our plan will be dropping her and exhausting her in the same turn. So we need the extra forests. But that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe. And I'll see you over there. We'll try this. They give us a hello, so we'll give one back. Let's see what kind of things they're doing with this talent of theirs. You know what? We can use one of these opts. That's not a bad card to have right now. Give us a way to interact with the talent when they go to level it up. Like so. Make the Fabricator. Do a little opting. We'll keep that. Make our first friend of the day. Goodbye, friend. And what are you going to do with that talent? Oh no, it's in a braid. That's not what we want to see. Hold on to the homunculus until we can have the escort up to protect it. They seize the spoils. 2 cards and a treasure for them. Sailor, draw a card. Drop the homunculus. Escort at the ready. That's an Urabrask. That's a talent. Number 2. No braid today, my friend. And not really anywhere to spend that extra Urabrask mana. Well, they level that up. So be it. Let's draw an extra card. Make an extra homunculus. Come over with those guys. End the turn. Chandra Flame Shaper. See what they do with that Chandra. I think they're counting to 8 for that last ability. Let's make some extra homunculuses in response.
Sorry, friends, you lost to the Chandra Nalar.
No blocks. This guy. Draw some extra. Get some more guys. 2 to the Chandra. 2 to the player.
All out of firepower.
Get rid of that. Pass it back. Monument. Sure thing. Level up. Sita. Take all my manas, thank you. Everybody a 5/5 and send them over. Alright, we'll try this. I don't like Sita being our only threat, but we'll see what we can do. And maybe the opponent doesn't show up. There they are. Alright. Drop that. Sleight of hand for the opponent. Drop our Sita. Archaeologist. Fabricator. No attacks. And they stock up. See what they discard. They've already got the omniscience down here. And they pitch a 1 with the multiverse. Alright. Through that thing. Opt. I don't think we want a forest right now. Well, we get one anyway. Charter course. So they don't have their reanimation quite yet. There's another archaeologist. Grab back a dispersal. We will sail on. Six in the air. We'll hold up this Into the Roil and hopefully, if they do reanimate, we can sufficiently interfere with things. One with the multiverse. Into an omniscience. They got the redundancy. They got all the redundancy. Alright, we'll keep this. They are on hares. Hares for my opponent. Esper hares. I don't think I've seen anybody play hares in Esper before. Tail of Tameo, that makes a little more sense. No blocks. And the turn. Token for them. More tokens for them. What's the right answer here? I'm definitely coming over for 3. Sita's going to be bigger than things. Let's blow up that enchantment. And I hope that that's enough. Block a token. We're down to 8. Kicker on that token. Come over with those things. I'm thinking about 2, 4, 6, 7. That'll keep us at 1 life. They don't do anything. We'll do the Sita thing. Come over for 20. All right, we'll try this. Don't really like the double bay hand, but it's mana. Inti. There's a mana. See what they do. We can live with that. Actually, yeah. Take 3, and then during their end step. We'll put Inti back into the hand. Maybe. They got a protection spell? Oh, nope, they just torch our guy, which is fine. Draw an extra card, make a little buddy. Unless they've got another burn spell. They're looking at our guy like they do. Fair enough. We got rid of the Inti. Alright, they got an instant army over there. Make our horde. And I hope he lives for a turn. We'll start running him through the Xerox machine. No blocks. That's not what we wanted to have happen that turn. And they got us. So we don't have any extra draw, but we've got a fair amount of bodies. And they've got an authority. Not what we want to see. Come over for 2 in the air. Make another one of these guys. Gnome. I think we're going to swing with just one and see if we can outsmart them, because I'm assuming there's going to be a split up. There's not, so we'll just go ahead and do this end step. Then we got a flanker. Gain some life and scry twice. Both on top. Over in the air. That is a lookout. No, we'll take the 3 life. We don't need that guy too much. Take that 3. Think twice. And opt. So we'll take another one of those. Make some friends. Drop this thing. A whole bunch of friends. Send everybody. We're fine with getting that reach guy out of here. It's the Aether Spark. We'll take that. Draw an extra card. Make a couple bodies. Send 6 of them over. End the turn. Again, draw a couple. Block like so. Day of Judgment, sure thing. Excuse me. We got Llanowar. Those things. I have to send everything right there. I don't want them doing any shenanigans. Pass it back. Cast them. A second authority. I'm going to drop that in response. Take the 2. Draw one more card, see what we get. We get the opportunity to get another card. Get me the second one of you. Drop the Sita. For 3. Take action. And fly over for exact. And that's the deck. Overall, it went fairly well. We wound up with a 7-5 record for the day. We did get to do all of the things that we wanted to see out of the deck. We made multiple homunculi. We got to kill people with a Sita out of nowhere with a bunch of tokens. That being said, we were very vulnerable to removal, even with the Plumecreed Escort. I think we need a little bit more interference, possibly just a couple straight counter spells. But yeah, other than the creatures being a little fragile, I'm pretty happy with it. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.